Hey guys, time to do a book tag. This is the Fit for Reading book tag. This is created by Sara MG Reads, and I was personally tagged by Victoria the Musical Bookworm. She has an awesome channel. She kind of mixes books and music. Both of those people will be linked in the description box down below, and I hope that you go and check them out. It's always nice to kind of say thank you backwards to the people who tag you in tags, because they do really well on a booktube channel, and I really appreciate when people do that. All right, number one, Zumba. I've never done Zumba, but it sounds like it's like an aerobics class. Name a twisty, turny book that was super fun to read. For me, let's go with Stormfront, the first Dresden Files book. You don't really know who the bad guy is to right near the end, and it's really, really mysterious, a lot of fun, really kicks off the series in a great way. So yeah, Stormfront, Dresden Files. Number two, Crossfit. Crossfit is super high intense. Yeah. What was the most intense book that you have ever read? I guess I'll go with the one I read recently, which is The Drawing of the Three, book 2 in the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. Right near the end, I mean, the stakes were high. You were, it felt like you were just running at a breakneck pace, where you're just like, okay, we got to get to this, we got to do this, we got to do this. People were in danger of dying. I mean, it was definitely a breakneck pace for sure on that one. Number 3, Burpees suck. I actually don't hate them. I mean, they wear you out pretty quick, but I mean, I don't really hate them. I think they're kind of fun to do. I actually had a personal trainer do like a half medicine ball on like a thing, and I would use that. So I'd do like the burpee, and then I'd hold it up over my head, and I actually enjoy those quite a bit. So I don't think they suck, but I do think this book sucks. So the question is, name a book you hated, and that's Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. I felt like the idea was fantastic, and imagine like a beautiful flower that like is just full of weeds and weirdness. That's what Annihilation was to me. Number 4, Intermural Sports. Name a book that you were assigned to read, but by the end of it, you enjoyed it so much that you were waiting to read it when you got home. This one's going to be The Chocolate War. I'll put up a picture because I do not remember who wrote this, but I remember reading it in middle school or early high school and just loving it. It was the idea of this Catholic school where this young boy had to sell chocolate. He's like, I'm not doing it. You're trying to make me do a thing that I don't feel like doing. It was a big moment for everybody where you had to sell chocolate. You had to be part of the chocolate selling cult. And he said no. And like kids were beating him up and all kinds of crazy stuff. He was fighting authority. I loved The Chocolate War. I thought it was an amazing book. And I might even love to read it again. You know, it was that good. Number 5, Running, Jogging. This is a Old Faithful, follows all the tropes kind of book that just, it works. For me, that'll be Eye of the World, Wheel of Time, book 1. Robert Jordan said, I'm going to do a retelling of The Lord of the Rings. And, you know, it's going to have its own thing as I build, but I'm going to give you something familiar. I'm going to hand you something familiar and build on that until we have something marvelous, which I love Wheel of Time, so I feel that way. Number 6, Jazzercise. This is a book that is outdated or published a long time ago. I'm going to go with the entire Barsoom series, the John Carter Mars series, written by Edgar Rice Burroughs. These are fun, pulpy, quick, fun reads, but he doesn't do great with his female characters. They're basically just stand-ins that love John Carter, and you know, it is quite old, turn of the century old. But it was a lot of fun. I've read the first 3 books and I've enjoyed them. All right, number 7, Trampoline Class, a book that you absolutely love but is underrated. I'm going to go with the Order Magician series, like the whole series by L.E. Modesitt. I'm going to put a couple pictures up here, maybe book 1, 2. They're a lot of fun. Read them when I was in high school and enjoyed them quite a bit. Yeah, they're like typical 90s fantasy. The covers are typical 90s fantasy. And I never realized how huge the series had gotten. I need to go ahead and finish the series up. So hopefully next year start a reread on that series and tell you guys a little bit about it, do some reviews on it. All right, and number 8, who do you tag? So these are people that I'd love to tag and just kind of hear their answers on this. I'm going to go with Angela from the Literature Science Alliance. We're good friends, and I'm really excited to see what she thinks of this tag. Grace, the Beautiful Bookworm. She's really cool. She's a big board game fan, and we connect on board games like that. And then Brian from Bookish. He always, when he does a tag, he kind of gets a lot more traction on it, and I want Sarah's tag to kind of get out there a little bit more. So I thought maybe if Brian did it, it'd get a little more traction. So thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on any of these books that I mentioned, and if you've read any of them. So go out and enjoy reading a book. See ya. Bye.